This video is brought to you by the EA Game Changers Network. G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here. Welcome to episode number 12 of our Manchester United FIFA 19 Career Mode series. This is the penultimate episode and we have two massive episodes coming up for you. Still alive and kicking in the Premier League and the FA Cup, trying to get ourselves the Premier League title. And as you can see, looking at the table, it is really a three-horse race between us, Arsenal and Everton. We definitely have the advantage, however, because we have the games in hand, and if we win the rest of our games, we win the Premier League title. No ifs, ands or buts about it. However, we have a really tough ask to begin today's episode with. We face Manchester City. Of course, they did have our number in the earlier Manchester derby this season, so we're trying to get our revenge on them and trying to get it at the perfect time as well. But if you guys do go on to enjoy today's episode of the United Career Mode series, really the second episode of today, planning on triple uploading again today to get the series done and dusted for you all. Make sure you leave a like on the video. City with some impressive business in the transfer window. Isco and Eriksen into the club. One of the common occurrences I guess I've seen in career modes this year is that Eriksen consistently goes to Man City. So it'll be interesting once you guys get the full game to see whether it happens for you guys. Like it I've seen for my save, and I know a lot of other career mode guys have had Eriksen go to City in their saves. But anyways, half an hour into this one, it is Kun Aguero squaring that one there to David Silva. And oh my, what a save that is there from David De Gea, keeping this one tied at 0-0 half an hour into it. Now we're trying to get our first real attacking opportunity. We do have a numbers overlay. We decide to go out to Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba needs to be scoring, and how good would it have been if Lukaku scored that on the follow-up? Definitely a tough opportunity. Maybe it would have been better if he brought it down off the chest, tried to take a touch, and then sorted that all out. But how disappointing is this? The last play before the halftime break, Isco, the man that came in for Man City in the transfer window, is going to give them the lead. Questions need to be asked on what we were doing defensively there. Diego Dalot giving too much space there for the Spaniard to get the headed opportunity. And ultimately, we are 1-0 down in the Manchester derby here. Not what we're after at all. City continue to attack, however. They have definitely been all over us for the majority of this Manchester derby, just like they were for the first one. I would have to say that City are the toughest side I have faced in FIFA 19 so far. They play like they do in real life. They are absolutely dominant in real life, and they are really showing that in this career mode series. Despite not being on top in terms of points, they have still been very, very difficult. But I mean, we don't help our chances when we're giving the ball away like that. But what are we doing at the near post? Honestly, keepers aren't strong at the near post this year. Beaten too many times at the near post. Isco, though, he makes it 2-0 for City, and I am copping all of the blame for myself on that one. I panicked. I was trying to play it out from the back, and a big thing this year is to make note of how the camera is like with the goal kicks, because you can't move the camera. The camera doesn't move dependent on where you move your joystick, so a lot of times if you want to put it out to the right back, make sure you are pushing down on the joystick. So many times I've almost conceded in this series from trying to play it out to the right back or the left back and it accidentally going to the centre back, and then an opposition forward intercepting the ball. So 2-0 down here in the Manchester derby. Definitely not what we were after in the slightest. David Silva, very busy game for the Spaniard. He almost makes it 3-0, but honestly, that is a terrible performance, and that is come at the worst time imaginable. We're in the title hunt. We're trying to get the lead at the top of the Premier League table, and we dish out a crap performance against our rivals like that. A 2-0 loss, absolutely woeful. We need to hit back now. We take on Wolves at the Molineux, or Molineux, I guess some of you guys are telling me it is. I got told off on Twitter about a week ago. I referred to this stadium as the Molineux, and some Wolves fans were like, oh, typical Australian, not knowing the grounds. And I was like, isn't the stadium called the Molineux? And apparently I'm not meant to say the in Molineux, it's meant to just be Molineux. So we're at Molineux here, Molineux Stadium, seeing what we can do. Beautiful looking stadium, one of the new stadiums here in FIFA 19. Of course, Wolverhampton just getting promoted again to the Premier League, so I'm sure they're looking to have a big season, but we're looking to get a big result here, get back to winning ways, and really set ourselves up again in the title race. Only one move for the lineup that I could notice there. Lingard is coming in, Messi having a little bit of a break, but we're going to put him on the bench just in case we have an emergency, but we might not need him. Our first highlight of the game is going to be Lukaku slamming that one into the bottom left-hand corner. Beautiful ball from the man himself, Jesse Lingard. The dream team there, really. Lingard going there. Beautiful first-time touch, or first-time pass. Great first-time touch from Lukaku, but what a finish. This angle really exemplifies that. I mean, across the body, it's tough to score across the body this year, but Lukaku makes it look easy. 25 minutes into the game, however, and it is going to be Adama Traore going there to O'Doherty. João Moutinho going back to Adama. Adama, the pacey winger, going to Mason. Thankfully, his shot is right at David De Gea's feet. We continue on the attack, however, looking to double our advantage. Lukaku switching that one out there to Neymar, and the Brazilian flicks it over his head, squares it to Lingard. Lingard shoots. Would have been a lovely goal if he managed to score it, but unfortunately saved there from Rui Patricio. So it's been a bit of a back and forth game, this one so far. Definitely we deserve to be on top, but Wolves, they continue to mount on the pressure. Diogo Jota forcing a good save there. David De Gea diving to the right-hand side and ultimately seeing us head into the sheds at halftime with a 1-0 advantage. We continue though, Willian making a good run in there, drawing in Danny Bath. It's whipped in, Lukaku, you've got to be scoring those one. That should have been a brace there for Lukaku, trying to be too fancy about it, trying to tuck it in at the near post. Maybe should have looked for a glancing shot and gone for the back stick, but we should be 2-0 up in this game. We should be 3-0 up after this shot. Neymar taking the shot too far wide to the right-hand side, blowing that one over the crossbar. And I mean, I was only talking last episode about how much more efficient we had been getting in terms of shooting. This episode, though, really not showing that. Unlucky not to score there again. Cleared away, and it's going to be a corner. 80 minutes into it, 1-0 up. Could be about 3 or 4-0 up, but we're going to get a corner. Can we secure the 3 points here? It's going to be Willian coming short. Pogba. He's going to decide to whip it in to Willian's feet. Willian holding it up. He's running towards the center of the box. Goes to Eric Bailly. Oh, a touch and a shot, and I think we're 2-0 up there. Fortunately, it doesn't come back to bite us in the behind. Hopefully, we don't lose the Premier League title on goal difference next episode, but we do go ahead and get back to winning ways here. A 1-0 result against Wolverhampton away from home. So overall, not too upset about it. It's 3 points, end of the day. But we're going to simulate an episode here, or a game in this episode. It is going to be at home against West Ham, and it hasn't gotten off to a good start. Felipe Anderson getting West Ham the lead early on. Of course, we played them earlier in the season, I think episode 3, and they had our number at the Olympic Park. I was hoping it would be a little bit different here, given we were at home, but right now, we are 1-0 down, facing defeat, and that is the last thing we needed after getting back to winning ways. Final 5 minutes, and nothing is going to change. That is the worst imaginable result. 1-0 loss to West Ham United at home. That is not a championship-winning performance. Absolutely filthy about that one. I didn't want to play the same team twice this year. Like, obviously, yes, I'm going to play Tottenham. I'm going to play Manchester City. I'm going to play Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool. All these sorts of sides 2 times this season. But for West Ham, I wasn't thinking about doing that. Now I immediately regret that. But this is arguably the game of the season here. The most important game of our season, because we're travelling away to Goodison Park. And if Everton win this just about knocks us out of the title race. So we lose this, the title race is over. We win it, it is well and truly on. Everton's got a very good side in FIFA this year. Kurt Zuma, an absolute beast in FIFA. Angel Gomes, I've been told off in the past. I used to call him Gomez, but I've been told by my Portuguese subscribers that he's pronounced Gomes, so he's being called Gomes in this series. But we need to put in a big performance here against Everton. Rocking the full strength starting 11. Of course, Valencia out for 6 weeks, so he's not going to be playing much part in this game. But Dalot, his replacement, is going to start things off by playing it to Milinkovic-Savic, who goes to Lukaku. Through here, Messi edge of the box, goes to Milinkovic-Savic, the shot, and the perfect start. Once again, back-to-back games that we have played, we have seen ourselves take the lead in the opening stages. Only takes 5 minutes in this game at Goodison Park for Milinkovic-Savic to score the goal. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that might just be his first goal as a Manchester United player. And if that is the case, my God, what a crucial goal it is. But Everton continue on the attack here. They're trying to tie this one up. It falls nicely there for Bernard. Thankfully, he skews his shot across the face of goals, and we live to fight another day. And we have an opportunity to double the advantage. Would love nothing more at the moment. It goes to Milinkovic-Savic again. Tempted to go for the shot with him, but Messi goes to Neymar, hits the post. What a goal it would have been there for the Brazilian, and it would have come at such a crucial time. That would have been so nice. We move into the second half, however, and it is Sanktossen, the Turkish striker, going to Theo Walcott, who goes to Gylfi Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson back to Walcott. Good save there from David De Gea at the near post, sending that one out for a corner. The Icelandic attacking midfielder sending this one in here, and you have got to be kidding me. Now, at this time, I was filthy. I had Masterbucks right next to me, and I turned to him and I said, look at this crap. I didn't even press the triangle button. I hadn't even said for De Gea to come out. He just did it, and he didn't even have an attempt at the ball. If you're going to come out off your line for that, at least throw a punch. At least try getting contact with the ball. But watch De Gea runs out and just says, oh God, I've screwed myself up now. It was at this moment when De Gea knew he stuffed up. And he certainly did. 1-1, and we need to get ourselves back in the lead here. Neymar, 74th minute, goes to Lukaku. Lukaku through to Messi, it blocked. Through to Willian, goes to Milinkovic-Savic again off the post. What a response that would have been if Milinkovic-Savic could have got a brace and got us back in front here. But we do have to throw in. It goes to Pogba. Goes to Milinkovic-Savic. Lukaku. Messi. Saved again. Jordan Pickford. You are kidding me. Willian first to the ball. Looking for some support. Goes to Dalot. Goes to Milinkovic-Savic. Back to Paul Pogba. Long shot. Saved from Jordan Pickford. So close. But yet so far, it is still on here. 10 minutes to go. We are all over Everton in this little passage of play. And Paul Pogba gets us back in front. Cool as a cucumber. That is the finish we were waiting for. Paul Pogba makes it look so easy. Just simply looked like he passed that one into the top corner. Pace, precision, perfection. What a finish from the best player in FIFA 19. Paul Pogba is a must-buy if you are doing a high-budget career mode or if you're playing Ultimate Team. He is a must-buy this year. The best player I have used in FIFA 19, and Paul Pogba's goal does see us come away with 3 points in the game of the season. So lucky, a sigh of relief. We stay alive in the Premier League title race as we head into the final game of today's mega episode. It's been a very long episode, but we can't rest up yet. We need to go hard in this game as we face Crystal Palace away at Selhurst Park. And if you know anything about Crystal Palace, throughout the late stages of the Premier League season, they love to ruin a title challenge. They did it to Liverpool famously back a few seasons ago. They're looking to ruin our title challenge here as we take on the Eagles. Here is the lineup we are going to be rocking for this do or die clash. Really, every game now is do or die. If we want to stay in the Premier League title race, we need to get wins. We need to hope that our opponents in the title race in Everton and Arsenal slip up, but we need to focus on ourselves first, and we need to do that here against Crystal Palace. Paul Pogba starting things off here, going down the line to Luke Shaw. Good run from Neymar, who gets in front of Wan-Bissaka. Neymar playing it, back post. What a start. What vision. Willian with the run. Willian with the goal. 1-0 up here against Palace at Selhurst Park. Perfect start to the game. 22 minutes into it, not much was happening, but we do take the 1-0 advantage. Beautiful run in there, kind of drawing defenders out of the way, and that was just a great pass. But Crystal Palace trying to get themselves back into this. What a finish! Oh my God. Thorloth, I believe he's from Norway? What a finish. What are they putting in the water up in Norway? Zlatan Ibrahimovic, eat your bloody heart out. What a goal that would have been. I'm low-key salty I didn't concede that because that would have been insane. Fortunately, though, we're 1-0 up still, and we're looking to make it 2-0 here. We go through to Paul Pogba, and he does just that. That is exactly what the doctor ordered. Paul Pogba coming up clutch at this time of the season. And I know some of you guys were upset that I hadn't been dabbing with Paul Pogba. I've been doing his default celebration this year, but we're going to throw in a dab for good measure. And what a goal it was. An opportunity now to make things 3-0 heading into the halftime break. Final stages of first half stoppage time. Milinkovic-Savic going out there to Diego Dalot. The Portuguese right back going back to Jay Lings. Jay Lings to Paul Pogba. Too much space for Paul Pogba. And there it is. 3-0 up. And we're not even at halftime. What a goal. You cannot give Paul Pogba that much space. So clutch. Lovely looking finish there. All steam ahead for Manchester United. This is definitely going to help out the goal difference. But we don't want to take our foot off the gas. We want to keep adding on the goals. We almost do it there. Lukaku, what are you doing? Beautiful shot from Pogba. Should have had a hat-trick, but Lukaku should have had a tap in there. Oh, man. Thank God it's 3-0 up and we're not like 1-0 down or anything like that. We continue on the attack. 69th minute, Kappa. It goes in and Lukaku makes up for it there. Powerful header. 4-0. Game, set, and match, really. 20 minutes. Let's try going for a fifth. Beautiful stuff there from Paul Pogba, having a fantastic game. But it is not over. 78th minute. Milinkovic-Savic going to Ander Herrera. Going to Lukaku. Lukaku looking for option. Goes back to Herrera. Herrera with the finesse. Hits the post. Rashford on the angle. Tried to belt that one into the side netting. But unfortunately pulls it across the face of goal. He can't get involved in the action, the goal scoring action, but it doesn't matter. We come away from Selhurst Park with a massive 4-0 victory against the Eagles. Exactly what the doctor ordered. That is a fantastic way to round out today's episode. But we have a big challenge to start off episode number 13, the series finale, because we will have the semi-finals of the FA Cup against Crystal Palace. Can we get another big result against them and face either Chelsea or Wolves in the FA Cup final? We are about to find out. But fellas, if you enjoyed episode 12, make sure you leave a like on the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. Most importantly though, I hope you have a fantastic day. It has been JarradHD here. I am out. Peace.